So there's one virtual idol group that I've done several videos about. They were popular and even viral, not on YouTube though. There's one girl in the group that attracted me the most called Eileen. First I heard them streaming in full-time 3D, and the models are quite good. Then I wake up one day found myself have done watching all of their stream archives. I realized I fell again when I even listened to her when brushing my teeth and making coffees. So first Shirayuki Tomoe from Nijisanji, then Mori Calliope from hololive-EN. Now this girl who speaks my first language. I am addicted to another virtual streamer, and once again I'm not regretting. After immersing in the contents and narrative for a month, I made a video essay discussing the ownership of their avatars, their characters, and the virtual star spectacle the girls are constructing. One thing that always troubles me is the loss of control and autonomy over this idol production, which is their own performance. Having an expensive and well-built 3D model definitely gives the streamer a lot more possibilities of performing to and interacting with the audience. But not everyone's Start Code Miko who can write a program for her own avatar. The virtual idols can't be in control of all the elements of the stream and the very models that they perform with. They always need a stream operator, who might be a really good pair to the streamer, who might also just zoom in the camera to the short skirt and thigh of a professional dancer to earn audience's applause. When both the staff and audience have not yet learned to respect the performers, I don't even trust the performers of these lovable characters. I love them, but know nothing about them after all. Let alone the staff. I hope you get my insecurity. To counter that, a trick that I've been always using is when I found myself liking a character, now a virtual existence, too much, I would do research about them, think about them, and analyze them until I won't feel anxious when looking at them, especially with the virtual idols who present more, but controls less over their own performance. That functions as some sort of self-protection of mine from this giant virtual and fictional world. It always worked, it worked before and now, but until I got hands on my favorite virtual idol's 3D model. Comparing to streamers whose avatars are in live 2D, 3D models give the character a stronger sense of existing whole bodily. With that being said, many 2D streamers can still be more vivid and likable than many 3D streamers. It's eventually still about a person's performance of a character. But streaming in full-time 3D, especially when the model's beautiful, animatedly realistic, and smoothly presents the performer's actions, it does not seem to scare me or confuse me as I once believed when answering an interview before knowing this virtual idol group. But in turn, in my eyes, the model is her body. Not that her soul really lives inside of the virtual construction, but I recognize the body as an existing creature incarnated by her. I stopped doubting the body that is operated by her, as it is now perceived by me, part of her. To an extent that, when I see that, I feel I see her. I only doubt the notion of the virtual construction that functions as a container, that 3D model built by professionals. But this body in my eyes belongs to her, reminds me of her, and somehow represents her. I guess that's why the model scared me. Let me make things clear first. I did not obtain their models illegally. The idol production released their models and allowed content creators to make appropriate fan creations like MMD and stuff. So getting this model is not hard at all. Secondly, if excluding making donuts in Blender, then I seriously know nothing about this 3D stuff and the models. All I know is that these idol models are technically better than most virtual streamer 3D models that I've seen. And somehow when I learned that their models, especially her model, are open access for fan creations, I just had the impulse to at least check it out, even I might just don't even know how to open a file. So the body that I've been spectating and appreciating for months, the beautiful container of that glamorous virtual idol, the untouchable eternal fiction, is now downloaded on my computer. At first, I just want to check it out. Then I thought, having her model but do nothing with it is such a waste. Why not just start learning things like MMD to know more about how everything works? And I have to say, as a complete amateur to this field, I was both flattered and terrified by what I saw. A plain, lifeless model? Understandable. A separate model of a handbag that I've never seen. Bonus, I guess? But what are these? Unfolding her 3D face to 2D? One separated eye? What happened? I know these might be pretty normal stuff to professionals, but I seriously felt myself losing my breath when seeing her body turned into these fragments for the first time. I guess it's understandable that almost immediately I regret using her model to begin. I really should start with some irrelevant models. Just, you see, every joint of her is marked with a blue dot. I can drive the camera right across her body, layer after layer, then moving from frame to frame. Suddenly her hand is raised, her eyes are open. She starts leaning towards somewhere. Every time her gesture and expression changes silently. I've never seen her like that. So dead, but still moving. She stands still, as if nothing happened. Her hair's moving a little bit even there's no wind in the cyberspace. Then she lost color. She's like an unfinished statue. I gave her color. Then import the background. She's trapped in the stairs. Second try. I type in the wrong number so she's as small as an ant to this world. Whatever done. Sometimes she's made of marble or some unknown stone. Sometimes just black strings. She looks completely dead, in the sense that she never actually existed. By the way, all the procedures above are wrong. Though I've imported movements, she cannot move at all in Blender. Then it took me 3 days to figure out the problem, get the proper version of software, adjust other things. She started moving. I just watch her moves. The moves are accurate and consistent, and it's a dance. It looks even less stiff than the real one, while she's working really hard in learning how to dance. But in my eyes, the real one's inexpert moves is still far better and likable than the accurate model. She should be alive. I've realized there's so many people in the world who can dance well. Even her own model can dance well, when only driven by data. Dancing has never been her advantage, but she's the very few ones that convey meanings to me with dance that I'm willing to perceive. So, after admitting the existence of the model that is not in her control at all, if it allows an amateur like me to operate, then it sure also allows professionals. I saw one fan-made motion capture video. This man who works in the industry actually danced to this song with Eileen's model. It's brilliant. I've never seen her dancing like that. This good and smooth and powerful. I thought I'd be alarmed for someone else used her model and actually use it better than her. I didn't. I'm just somehow so acutely aware of the fact that she's not in a body. The model's a vital container that's in fact meaningless when not operated by her. But this video still got me depressed for 20 minutes. Not for the normal dancing, but for what he has done to her model in the second part of the video. As much as in my heart the model belongs to not the company, not the fans, not the model designer, but just her, the never existed idolized character. I can't stop thinking, simulating her mindset when seeing the model dancing in an almost naked lingerie. Would she like it? Would she hate it? Would she feel embarrassed or annoyed, seeing her character's body manipulated and sexualized to that extent? Does she even have the right to feel angry when offended, as if that is her body, and it is her being sexualized, hence feeling offense? I can't tell. All I know is that there are a lot of people who are capable of presenting a body in ways that I never wish to see. So yes, there will be an episode 2 for this video, and I still have a lot more things about the models that I want to say. It's going to be about the triangle relationship 3 parties have to the model, which is the company who legally owns the avatar, who got the character design ready long before reaching out to the performers, and secondly, the performers, who, in my eyes, really owns the avatar as if that's their own bodies. And lastly, the audience, the fans, just like me, for whom it would be impossible to operate and make changes to any real idol's body, but everything seems so surreal and easy when it comes to virtual idols. Now we can literally just download the exact model the virtual idol's using and make any changes the imagination takes us. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I'll try to explore that in my next video. And you're very welcome to leave a comment to share your feelings. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like my content, you can follow me on Twitter and buy me a coffee at Ko-Fi. I'll see you in the next one.